Welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture I'm going to code the actual splash screen code. So let's start this lecture by switch back to your Android Studio. So here I'm going to open my splash screen activity.xml file. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an object of animation class. So I'm going to type here, press the tab key and again tab key, and I'm going to type animation, that is animation, and I'm going to type animation again is equal to, and here I'm going to specify another class name, that is animation utils dot, and I'm going to use a method called load animation, and here to specify the context I'm going to type this and enter comma, and here to specify the name of the file in which your animation exists, means the XML file that is actually exists in our res directory, under anim directory and under. So this file is actually exists in res, then anim, then our transition.xml file. So we need to give the file name here. So I'm going to type capital R, that is for res, and I'm going to type anim, and inside of anim we have transition. So that's for the code. Now it's time to set these animations to our views. So first I'm going to set it into text view dot start animation. So I'm going to use a method called start animation, that is this one, and here you need to specify the object of animation class, that is animation. Then I'm going to do the same with the image view dot start animation, and here you need to specify animation. So now we are done with the code of animation, but for now it will just gives a little transition effect. It will not be a splash screen activity until we use a thread. Now it's time to use the thread class. So I'm going to click it here and I'm going to type thread, that is thread, and creating an object of a thread class, that is thread, and hitting a tab key equals to new. By using a new pattern I'm going to initialize the object of thread to a thread. Now here I'm going to type new again and a runnable. Then it will give us a code. I'm going to hit a semicolon at the end. Then inside of word run I'm going to type a try catch block, means I'm going to start a try catch block, that is try, and again I'm going to catch the exception. So instead of try I'm going to use a method called sleep. So I'm going to press alt enter to enter is package, that is thread.sleep. Now we need to catch the exception, so I'm going to type here interrupted exception, that is E, and then I need to close the block. Now I'm going to print the Stacktrace, that is E dot, and I'm going to call the method called print Stacktrace. Then I'm going to specify at last a finally block that will execute it, and inside of finally block we need to copy and paste the whole code that is started from there too. So I'm going to just go to the below of onCreate. So here is my onCreate ended, and from there I need to copy whole the code inside of this finally block. Just hit Ctrl V. So what will it does? Now here it will wait for 5 seconds, and then if there is any exception it will catch it, otherwise this finally block will be executed, which is used for the runtime permission check. So I'm going to run this code to see that in action. So I'm going to run it on my virtual emulator. So here you can see that our splash screen appears. So it's actually stuck in the splash screen because I have made a mistake, and that mistake is I have not started the thread. So at the end of here I need to start the thread. So here I need to start the thread. So I'm going to type thread dot start. Now it's time to run the application to see it whether it's working or not. So before that I need to uninstall the application. So I'm going to uninstall it. Click OK. So now application is installed. Now I'm going to run the application. So selecting the virtual emulator. So here you can see that our splash screen appears, and then it will ask for the permission. So I'm going to allow all the permissions. So you can see that we got all permission. Now our application is now running with the splash screen. So That's all about this lecture. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next lecture.